elkaar, maar man, hij weet wat hij doet. Met plezier, hè.
Nou, dit gaat toch mijn gedachten ook te boven zitten, dat je dit ooit zo doet.
Heb je dit voor de gauw al gevraagd?
Voor mij is het wel. Ja.
Heb je dat voor de gauw al gevraagd? En de masterplan?
Heel goed gelezen. Hey, oh.
Hou!
Rustig, kijk wat je doet. Allee.
Doe je dat al?
Jawel. Dan gaan we het hier maar zo zetten. En blauw. Ik wil ook meedoen. Je zit er al in. Ben je?
Ja.
Ja.
Good morning.
Woehoes.
Is het niet geschreven?
Oké, nou op zich.
Hoe is het geschreven dan misschien?
Dat is abnormaal, hè? Nou, woe, de W, de H en de O.
Weer hallo. Ja, maar Engels.
Hoe is het? Oh, de mensen gaan niet mogen codes ontrafelen.
Morning Nicolas, morning Antonio. Anthony. I always say Antonio, I never know why.
He's Italian, man. He's an Italian boy, Antonio.
Oh.
So if everyone can read the title of the stream, well, then you are abnormal.
So me and my wife are doing a fun challenge with each other. So this was her. I'm gonna go over her trade for yesterday. So she took the orb to the upside. She added one time, and she has actually. This was a profit. So she stopped it just before the high of this wick. It's just a little bit lower somewhere. I believe something like this. So. She's still taking the orbs, so morning and afternoon session, all of them. And I'm gonna take the continuation trades, so you will always be seeing on the right side will be initial trades, and on the left side will be mine. So we will do a nice challenge for each other and see who is the most profitable in the next 100 days. We're very much aligned, so we can challenge each other out like this. This gives them actually who is the best follower for a plan and everything, so we can continue trading. So orbs will be always on the right side, and I will trade on the left side, of course. So just to know. I even put on screen John's trade. The plan is I want a boss 15-minute retest or a shock 15-minute retest. And initial trades will be, this will be on the screen every day, so everybody can follow. Okay, for today, let's take out, first of all, let's take a look where we are at daily. Well, we probably will make a daily gap today, so for tomorrow, we're Friday, okay. So that will be for Mondays. I won't be tomorrow for trading for Friday. So we have a daily gap. Weekly, we have already a bit of a wick, so maybe probably a bit higher for today. Maybe we get into that 25,000 level, 24.9 or something like that, and then a bit retracement. So I expect us to have an upper wick. We will have a weekly for value gap then too, so probably we'll see this one get hit next week somewhere. Daily, we're close to daily high. Gotta set them out. So if we go up, that would be the first target, of course. So we can see we actually had a little bit of chop downwards movements, but it looks like we want to go up. We build up a huge amount of trend line right here, so we will take this out definitely. We just took out that low already, so most of the liquidity has been swept right here. That is also Asia low, I believe. Yeah, so that's gonna be Asia low. I'm gonna mark that one out too. Main idea that we go up, of course. Maybe we even get a microphone for Anisha too, that she can chat if she wants to. She's already in the chat always, but we got a lot of trend line liquidity, so we see if we hit this, how we react. More probably we go up from here. So I gotta keep the 15-minute open on the right side. We're gonna keep it on the 5 minutes on the 5 minutes on the right side, the 15 on the left side. So we got about 11 minutes in already. So we got make sure I draw it correctly. If you have any questions how to trade orb, let me know in the chat so I can help you, of course, if you know already the momentum and how it works. You can follow along. The trades that Anisha takes will be the orb and the pre-orb, so the morning and the afternoon session she takes it, unless she has more than 5 hour profit. Otherwise, she will not. Before we start trading, we still have about 3 more minutes, so read your trade plan, take it out, read it, make sure that you understand it, what's in it. I'm gonna take a look first if we have news today. If it's a calm day, that would be great, actually. Morning news we already had. We got French business climate overall. Something's very special because climate doesn't exist. We got a press conference. No idea who that person is actually. So 8:30 we have a press conference and French business is climate overall about 15 minutes from now. No, half hour from now. But for the rest, Trump takes a special phone call. That's put on the news at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that will before open. So if you have a huge movement before open in the afternoon in NY session, perfectly possible. So I'm gonna do the same for myself. Gonna read my trade plan. 10% of my MML for retest by adding max to our stops. Move by a new boss creation, and it comes to my entry, adding a 15% retest entry of a 15 minute for value gap retest, TP1, the nearest high of the boss structure, 5 hour profit, no more trading, 2 hour not profit, no more trading, reviewing once per week, 100 trades, taking this. Okay. So we're still trading inside a 15 minute actually from here. You can see we're making a small stairways. This is just to make up actually sell side buy side liquidity right here, because they need that liquidity to push the market back up. So people are trying to short all of this to the downside, and we don't actually want to short this. This is actually not the moment to actually go shorting. So we got a range, a very, very small range today for the orb. That's about 16 points. So where we're at is actually a very nice indication what we could do today. So if we take out Asia low in the next half hour, that would be actually great to see that we fully filled up that 15 minute for value gap where we actually traded in yesterday. We already took that liquidity, so the only thing that I can see is continuing further up. If we fall, we take out Asia low, and we do not continue to the upside, we are going all the way to previous day low. There ain't much in here, so that would be actually a 4 hour for value gap. That's right above it, so they would be the target then. So right here. It depends on how we react, of course. But for now, I'll be patient and see if I get a 15 minutes for value gap. So we're still trading in one actually. I don't think it's possible to take this for myself. The only trade actually we could have taken yesterday was the orb to the upside. I took this retest, took it to the high, took one off, and actually put my stop just beneath it, and then I got stopped right here. So we will hit for HLO right now. That's definitely targets the first one. So let's see what we do. We're just taking HLO right here. 11 seconds. See if we get that breach. So dat was the close. Wanneer je stoppen zet, zou ik zeggen. Voor jou moet zijn.
Ah, een minuut zie ik. Ja.
So initialize and short. Not sure where stop yet is, so being patient.
Een minuut volgens mij.
Four seven ten. So stop is 4710. Just above halfway.
Ja, dat er ook nog eentje.
So the target is the target. Add.
Following is adding.
So she added to the position already. So again, initial is int short of the orb plus she added already to the position because she tapped the 5 minute and now she wants to see it go a bit lower. Reason for adding, she adds on the retest, so this was a 5 minute for value gap right here. And now she added on that position, so that was actually on the top of it and she wants to take it lower, so she's in with 2 trades right now. If she gets this to her TP, that's oh, it's already a bit up TP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she wants to take it to 465. Was nog hoor?
694.
The 2 are on both trades. So that's her first TP. Let me change that number for a second. She was my first student, so teaching your wife something and she's becoming the pro above you. Ain't that good? Starting to be a trader and your wife is better than yourself. But that's a challenge for this week for us, for the next 100 trades. So let's see who sticks the best to their plan and who actually gets the furthest. We'll update this every week, see how good and how much we grow together. Well, it's very relaxing. So if you have nothing to do, read your trade plan again. Always helps. I'm still in nothing, so I'm being patient.
Maar volgens mij kan mijn stok niet verplaatsen.
I can't see the chat right now, so I'll answer questions in a minute if somebody chatted something. Just so that you know. Looks like I won't get a 15-minute value gap after all. It's about 6 more minutes. I prefer the long than short, but yeah, if the market decides to go down, we can only follow, of course. In about 5 minutes, that person is actually coming up to speak. Oh no, he's already busy yet. So French business climate overall is about in 4 minutes from now, or 5 minutes from now. That's the only news that we still have. For the rest, it's just normal trading. I prefer it. So that's quite a strong push-up. Yeah, I'll probably go to the stop directly. We now finished off that for value gap completely. Still trading at that 5 minutes for value gap, so we got about 4 more minutes in this 15, so this can still go down. Morning. So what now? Will we join? We join what? Anthony. Twenty-four nines. 59. Your Asia low is at what? What is Asia low? Asia low is 24,070. Where's that 24,007. 750. That's a high Asia that you have. Why would you stop your Asia at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh, Asia goes till 6 in the morning, so I count Asia until 6, 7 in the morning, so an hour before opening actually, so this is Asia low for me. 24,681. So now we're doing pre-orb, so actually an hour before opening of the market of London, I already start London session. Because we close with a huge candle, I can. Unisha just trades a plan, so she doesn't watch anything new. She doesn't want to add anything fancy or something. So she just trades a plan. She follows it completely, and she knows that it will work. So I went calls with a huge candle close that. Yeah, we're still trading in that 15-minute for value gap from last week, from last day. So we have a 15-minute right here. Look, we didn't take that low yet, so this low is still that protected low. At this point, we're still trading in that 15-minute from yesterday, what I wanted to long off. We've been going sideways for a lot of 4 hours right now. We just took out the first low of that 4 hour for value, so this is why I said this is Asia low. So if you watch here, this is that 4 hour clock. You can see here we took out that 4 hour for liquidity too. So that was my first target that I could see, and afterwards we're now trading higher at this point. So I'm being patient to see if I get somewhere for value gap to the downside. But if we watch in the 15 minutes itself, we can see we made change of character right here. We had a retest of a change of character. We didn't make a new boss, so we're still trading inside that first change of character. And here, actually, we created a new boss because we went under this. Under that low. So this is actually the first boss created, and we actually had down again, we retested it again, we formed a new boss right here, we retested it again. So we're still, at this point, this looks like we want to go lower if you follow order flow. Well, unless this 15-minute right here has been taken and the higher time frame, we're still going up. Is it a possibility that it will take you out? Yeah, of course. Trading is never 100% accurate. Nonetheless, if this now flushes straight to TP, you'll be very happy. This is something we cannot predict. I see markets do very strange things already. So, if you watch order flow, that was the right thing to do. The only thing is there is a liquidity pool that we just did, but it's or you follow your plan, or you will always have extras that you can put into it and save yourself a few bucks. But if you are saving yourself a few bucks at the time that it goes correctly, then, and you did save yourself, like say that you went out, didn't take a trade, and the market goes to UTP, would you be happy? If you don't, then you have to take it. If you're okay with it, if it goes to UTP and you don't feel any emotion off of it, yeah, fine. But if you want to have a good orb constantly you will need to take them all. So here we can see how we react on that orb actually. So we created a 5 minute to the upside, but we're still trading in this 5 minute fair value gap right here. So you could have added here. You could also add it just on the top of the orb. Wasn't necessary that you needed to add straight on the first step, but we don't always get this filled completely. So the 15 minutes right here, you can see we didn't do anything, so we only came back halfway. So if this 15 minute the next just flushes back down, it's perfectly possible. We got about 10 minutes still open, so if open wants to take out that low again, yeah, it can. Nothing is telling me at this point that we're going up. If this candle closed all the way to that high, I would say something different, but we didn't. Nonetheless, we did take a liquidity pool, and I want to see the market go higher. I'm not gonna let my bias change what I see in the order flow. So this is why I let you guys learn to read candles, how they create, how they form, what they do. So we got another minute and a half right here in that 5 minute fair value gap, and see if it pushes, if it flushes straight through back to that low. Yeah, we're continuing that directly to here. So this was one of those headings that you actually could have reduced while we go directly to the correct way, and you saw that for value gap. You could have seen, okay, we go back up to our entry point, okay, I take one off, I just add one back at higher prices. But trading is not trading with the brain. Trading is just a plan following constantly over and over again. If we have to trade with our brain, we would do a lot of strange things. Believe me. Most of the people can't trade with their brain. They would tell constantly different stories to themselves.
The only thing that I need to use my brain now is for my stop if it hits here.
So she is moving her stop. If this wick candle closes below that low, her stop will be at that wick. When it closes below, of course. It needs to close below this wick here. Morning, Vele. No, speak out what you want to do. So not in a trade yet, Vele. If you just joined. My trades are still on the left side. You can't see it right now, but initial trades are on the right side. It's up here. If you don't feel comfortable in the trade, just take something off.
Okay.
Okay. So, Veerle for continuation trades, that would be my insight. So, we're still trading at that 15 minute for value gap right here. So, at this point, I am being patient, see what happens. Probably we go up, but if market decides to go first, take out that liquidity right here, it's possible too. So, being a bit patient at this point. We don't have any for value gaps except this one from yesterday that we now fully, right here, that we're still trading inside because this is that protected low right here. At this point we're still trading in that one, so I'm being patient and see if we get somewhere a new for value gap to the upside before we push all the way, and then I want to enter that for a long position to the highs. That's my idea for trading for today. But at this point we didn't get any for value gaps yet. So we'll take at least another half hour, so take a break, do something, perfectly fine. won't see anything happen for the next half hour anyway for myself. So I'm gonna take myself a drink. Be right back. Oh, by the way, and me and Eunice are now doing a small challenge for each other to help each other actually be accountable for the stuff that we do. So on the right side will be all her trades, on the left side will be all mine, and we will count the first 100 trades and see who actually scores better in the first 100 trades that we take. The money comes together for us, so I want to see if my students outperforms the master already, so that would be very nice to see. That means that I make my first very profitable trader, besides sitting beside me. She had a lot of patience and supported me all the way every time that I traded, so I would be very happy that she's actually better than me. So again, Anthony, if you don't like the trade where you're in at this point, you could take some contracts off right now. You're in profit right now, so you can do this right here, right now, if you want to. If you don't, my wife stays in it, so you see this on the screen, what the market does and where it is. So our TP is still at the same spot down there, and it will stay there until we hit that for her. This is a nice, if she makes this, that's a nice 3R that she gets out of it, almost so. Be right back.
Kan er nog wat bij doen.
Voor de ochtend hadden we al een beetje een ditje doen.
Maar is het nu een cap of?
Waar? Misschien een cap. Hij moet.
Ja.
Ja. So for myself, if we had a 15-minute right here, that would have been an entry point for myself. I would have shorted the same. Nonetheless, up or down, for me it doesn't matter. I just follow the stream. So if you watch how order flow goes in this 15-minute candles actually. So we had a change in character right here to the downside. This was that retest off of it. That we actually had an internal structure. And right here, we actually are now making a ball structure to the downside. Of course, in the higher time frame, it's still going up. That's something different, of course. If you watch the 4 hour right here, you can see we just went a long time sideways. So if we fall and go below Asia low again at open, we will definitely go to this gap right here. There is nothing in between here that can stop us anymore. If the market needs that liquidity, it will do this. So markets can be very unpredictable. They're fully manipulated, so we're just following order stream. We're following what the big guys do, who pushes the candles left and right. So this is what we do. We read the order flow in the moment itself, or just has a strategy itself, so you don't need anything about that one. So 4 minutes still open. If London decides to push that market down, that will be right at open. And if Asia actually had the strength, or the Asia low actually had the strength to push the market up, it would have done it already. You don't see a 15-minute hanging around. Never. You always get something like this once liquidity has been taken. So look, you can see here, liquidity was being taken by here, this one, and immediately we had that push back to the high. And here we don't, so that liquidity was being taken and we actually sit it around and we're pushing down again to that level. So that normally doesn't happen. Not if the market wants to continue higher. So 2 minutes to market open. So trading is actually not thinking, trading is actually just following. So you need to follow what the market shows you at the moment of the now. I probably will need to be patient for next, again, a half hour before I can do anything. Nothing shows me at this point an entry, so I don't have any. I need a 15-minute change in character with a retest, so I need at least a fair value gap first of all, and then I need a retest on that fair value gap, so I don't even have a fair value gap yet, so let's be patient. The good thing about my strategy is actually I can leave this open for the whole day and just come back every 15 minutes. So here we get that push. So the market open will push it straight to your TP, guys. Look at this. So we took out our low one more time. If this next 40 seconds pushes lower, we will fall straight to... I'm not sure if she will take her TP lower than this, but I believe that will be it for her.
Now I move my stop because there is this. Ja, body.
Had dat 20 seconden?
Niet weten.
Ja, wel, met dat ben ik zet.
Kan zo.
So, if you don't want to be here by open, you can just take a TP, just take something off if you want to, it's your choice, but look, this will definitely look like it wants to go lower at this point. And if it pushes up right now, it would do it right at the open, so here's London open. That was a 1.6. So if you add it to that trade, you can actually take that first 1 hour off and let the rest run. It's up to you. Anisha's holding. Now we actually made a full break of structure to the downside. On a 15-minute base right here. So under Asia low, we just made a break of structure.
Zien of niet?
Yeah, true. You can actually not predict what the market will do before it happens. Hey, we can see as good as we want to. We can actually read what we want to at the market, but the market still will do what it wants to do. Like, my full idea is that we actually go up today, but if the market decides to go a bit lower first to take some sort of liquidity, I would definitely understand why. We're at the all-time high, so it sometimes needs some liquidity. So a small retest for that continuation is very much possible. And I just got another half hour of free time. We just closed that 15-minute for value gap right here. So, okay, that's another half hour for me doing nothing. For being patient. That's better said, actually. So you are definitely at 1 hour right here. If you add it to that trade, you're definitely at 2 hour already, because you have 2 trades inside. So it's up to you. If you take a profit of 1 hour off, then you have 1 hour. Still 1 hour open. The stop is still at the same spot. Actually, you can move your stop right here because that was a candle close. So initially move the stop to the high of that wick. Yeah, so she moved her stop right now because of that candle close, so her stop is now right here on the high of that 5 minutes of that retest. So that reduces about both of those trades 5.5 points. So here's up to you. Like I said, if you want to take a small profit or not, or if you let it run to full TP, it's up to you. You got, if you re-entered, you got 2 hour right here. But I believe it will fall further right now. It looks like it wants to do that, so let it do its thing. It's good that you watch this order flow too. It's very good for the mindset. That's a 2 hour per trade right here, so that would be 4 hour right now that you got, or at least 3.5.
Zit hier op dat level, hè?
Awful stuk toch? Dat het geen stond. Ja, in de eerste afvalt is hij wel lager op in de bovenste, dus hij heeft dan altijd vol TT. I can't help. I need to be quiet. Otherwise I influence her. The market comes. So we are creating a new 5 minutes. That's a 4R right here. No, I moved my thing, so let me put that correctly. Yeah, that's a 1.7, 1.8, and both of them, so that would be at least a 4R right here that you got, or a 3.5. So that's gonna be TP. 3, 2, 1. Now it's always exciting. Well, that's 1 point of that TP. Oh, that was amazing. Good trade, Tunisia. Did you click it? She's still holding. Being patient. Again, if you want to take your first trade off, perfectly fine. So
Dat was op 54 hier.
hij heeft hem met 54,5 gezet. Een half puntje.
Oh, is the adding?
Yeah, but that's a hard push back. Did you add?
Nee, zo nog niet.
Jawel.
Nee.
Jij me had?
Nee.
Oh, bij mij wel. That was actually a half point off RTP, guys. A half a point. So if you took some profit right here, very nicely done, by the way. So make sure you at least took one for 1 hour off. If this one comes back to entry, that's choice of course that you make, but that was a great rate. Did you just have? Okay, so ziet er niet goed uit. Kom maar zeggen. So that was a tap, so she added again instead of taking TP. Not sure yet where her stop is. I believe the same spot. That's a big 5, sexy. Nonetheless, I'm still being patient, so no trades yet for me. We closed that for value gap again, so I still don't have an entry. TP is now at that wick low, so that was to be the break again. If we tap that low one more time, that's full TP. Ja.
Nou, ik heb nu mijn TP wel een beetje...
Hoe is dat in?
Ja, omdat hij nu dit is, hij dit geraakt heeft.
So she moved the TP up to 75, so what is, that's just actually that blues wick, so that's her TP right now. So she moved it up to this candle's low. So if this one comes back one more time to that low, that's full TP. I think that would be 57, by the way. And we got about 1 more minute, and we have full. So 12 seconds, and we got that first 15 minutes of open, by the way. I'm gonna show it out right here for a second. Not much to see in that open, very close range. Nonetheless, if you watch this hourly movement, that this does look like it wants to go a bit lower. If it does and it falls, it wants to take out that wick, definitely. So we just taken out all this sell side liquidity of hourlies. So this is an hourly candle.
Waar did I add?
Mm-hmm.
Hier. Oh. Hier. Hier is de gap.
So again, I did not have any fair value gaps yet, so I'll be waiting for another half hour until I can do something. So if you're here for continuation play, I'll leave the screen open for the whole day, so I'll be coming back and forth now and then. Once I see an entry point, you will see it directly on my screen. So initial will be done in about 5 to 10 minutes from now.
Is dat juist dat wat ik gehad heb?
Mhm.
Maar Anthony...
Wat?
Hij zei het.
Zit hij niet juist mijn aardingspunt?
Maar ik denk je eigenlijk...
Alle 5 minutes dat hij had. So there was a 5 minutes right here. So she added on that 5 minutes. So maybe my drawing was a bit off. So she added on
Nou,
this.
bij mij stond het ook niet, dus misschien heb je overgenomen.
On this spot somewhere that she added. There was a very small 5 minute in between these two gaps. Okay, so if you take some profits off and you add again, I would not really... So if you take profits and it's lower than you re-enter, that's the correct way. So say that you took profits at that low right here and it came back and you re-entered, okay, that's the correct way. But if you took profit up here and you entered right here, that was the incorrect way. If you understand the difference. So here the market should push further down. There's been 2 minutes now actually going beside each other, stacked a bit. Not much for the market to push further up. If it goes up, we would probably get back to entry. We still got 9 minutes in this 15-minute candle, so let's see what happens. We still got 39 minutes in that hourly, so we just retested the highs of that hourly, so you can see here we just retested those wicks here on this candle now, so if the market wants to continue lower, it should be right here. That would be my ideal spot actually to see it happen. Actually the market reacted off nothing right here, so there is nothing here. There are no 5 minute fair value gaps left. So you can see right here, there was none inside. The only thing that we had was maybe still a gap down here, all the way. Did we hit that? Did we hit this? No, not yet. So that would be my GP if I was trading this. is about the highest that I want to see it come, and now I want to see it fall again. Dat zou wel jammer zijn, hè. Dat heel terug heen van de markt. Ik ben een half jaar. Ik kan 3 jaar staan. So now 30 minutes in that hourly, so let's be patient, see what happens. I was expecting us, once we dropped again to that level, that we actually would fall straight to here. Market is just sitting around and we jumped, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 hours, that's 24 hours actually it's been. Right? 20 hours. Have we been going sideways for now? So we now filled up that 15 minutes completely. So you will see in the next 3 minutes what it wants to do. Does it actually wants to fall again, or does it continue up higher? So trading can be very relaxing too. So if you want to do something different behind the screens, take a book, read something. In the meantime, you're learning something different. Well, I still need to be patient, so I didn't have any entries yet, and I'm already an hour and a half in stream. Still be patient, see what happens.
kan hem niet verplaatsen. Ja.
Ja, contract afnemen, nee, wil je naar boven gaan? Als je contract afnemen. Dat moet je wel leren ook, hè. Durf een keer een TP pakken. Hè.
Gaat dat allemaal in je hoofd doen als je in een trein zit?
Dat was zonde voor 10 puntjes, voor 1 puntje meer. Ik ging op die week trein gaan. Dat je van mij wist. Ik ging het in een pakket. De hoofdreden zit ik omdat je tegen de stroom intreedt. Van de momentum dat moet doen zijn. So that first 15 minutes is done right now. Let's see how this one looks. I hope I get an opening today, this time. If this still hits full TP, that would be very surprising for myself. Nonetheless, I do want it to happen actually, because it's also my income that you create, so... Still no gaps, still nothing for me. So, being patient, that's all I can do. I need a break of structure, so I actually need it to the upside. Or to the downside, it doesn't matter really for me. If it's up or down. So good. No for value gaps. Take this one off. So anybody is used to normally scalping and doing 1 minute trades, this is actually a very easy trading way. You do not get that many trades, but if you get them, they're quite accurate. So I prefer more accuracy than many trades. Still at 12 on the trades, and I see 4 thumbs up. I'll give myself one. Is everybody still awake? I got the 5th thumb up. I made myself a thumbs up. Oh, we're at 12 here, so come on. I want to see 12, so I can do another book. What do you think? Anybody has a nice trading book that I should add to it? Oh yeah, I know one that we should add to it. Dat je een postje van maakt het.
Ik heb al 3 keer gehad, dus ik hoef niet meer uit. Want dat gaat mij niet comfortabel level zijn dan even.
Ja, dan ook weer Play Store uit gewoon.
Nee, dat was eigenlijk mijn eerste trade en dan heb ik eigenlijk 2 keer gehad. Dat is niet...
Ja, 2. Ah ja. Hij heeft maar 2 keer gehad. Kijk, dat is hier.
Maar het hoeft niet, hè.
Ja, jullie aan de nieuwe markt wel, hè. Dat kan je. So if this structure now goes to the downside again, then that means that you will get full TP right here. Very easy market, slowly movement, but looks still good. So we got about 8 minutes in this 15 minutes, see what happens. Your entry should still be in profit right now, so if you did not take anything off, this is definitely still a chance to do it. You are still above your entry. So you should be above and profit from your entry. Yeah, my dog's just gonna come sing again. Hello, praise your name. How are you today?
Waarom lek je? Je bent zelf een streepje. Je lekt op constant.
So in the hourly, what did we do? We actually came back, we all fully filled this, and now it looks like it wants to continue lower. So let's be patient, seeing the same thing over and over again. This market just looks like it wants to be sitting around here and being very patient, building up some liquidity probably for the afternoon session. Not London or even pre-orb did actually move anything right now, so dus je kunt trade zat van mij was een BE of een TP. If I have this correct, we actually had work to the upside at London. Yeah, we had work to the upside at London itself. So that's again another half hour for me doing nothing, so be patient. I got about 15 minutes left in this stream. I'll maybe leave open my my trade screen. It depends if I have the time for it. Got 5, do we have 8? We got 6 stumps. Yay, one more. The power of patience. Also, you're a famous dog. You'll be on all of my streams, so I'm gonna be the most famous dog in the world if we keep up this. Famous trading dog. He comes singing along inside the stream. If you're still in here and still had the courage to take that trade and still being positive, for a good job. If you didn't touch anything and just let it do its thing, that's even better. That means that you fully followed that plan. Well, it's very important, of course, when you're trading. Nodig in een Porsche. Nodig in een Porsche.
Porsche was het?
Nee. Proef het nu.
Moet je dat koffie nemen? Hoeveel?
Gewoon dat je dat een ding
Ja, ik weet, maar hoeveel is dat dan?
3, waarschijnlijk.
Of 4?
Of wel niet, ja, dat lukt.
Hey. Ja, het is bijna een date ook al, dus het houdt er misschien ook nog bij zetten. Je zegt 4, wat sta je al 4? Mooi. Ja, dus staat er erbij en dat is 4. Buy. Dus profit. Because trade time.
So Anisha just took a small partial.
4 contracten.
Just to make sure that her stop is the right amount.
And my trade time. So almost over.
Yeah, that's a good question what it means. I have no idea. What does he want to say to me? He just comes and wants a pet, or how do you call it in English?
Attention.
So yeah, some attention, maybe that's it. Now he just lays back on his mat where he has. So he just wants to say hello.
Spreek het woord en doe dan niets totdat je een definitieve voorsprongleiding hebt. Vraag de voorsprongleiding en zeg: doorgaan de geest, openbaar mij de weg, laat mij weten of er iets is dat ik kan doen. Doorgaan de geest, open de weg voor mijn directe voorziening. Laat alles wat van mij is door goddelijk nu mij bereiken in grote lawines van overvloed.
So that's now 10 o'clock and I still don't have value gap at this point, so the rest of the stream for me, for my trades will be in Discord of course. I will see, I will leave my chart open and see if I get somewhere of a value gap created. I can take a trade. If not, I'll be patient and again, that's the only thing that I can do. Keep being patient until I actually get that entry model. Until I have it, I'll need to wait. And the market isn't really expanding at this point, so it's just being patient. So probably we get maybe a better entry in the afternoon session. I can trade both, so I don't have actually a fixed time frame to trade. I can just watch charts every 15 minutes or something like that. See if I get a new entry. But for now, it looks like it wants to go a little bit higher. So we have about 5 minutes for that hourly close to, and that hourly looks like a bit up. So the next 5 minutes we will see what this hourly wants to do. If it wants to go up, it will go all the way back here. If it doesn't, we flush straight to that TP. We don't have news, so if you think like a partial and you want to put your stop at entry, that would also be good. Then you actually keep that profit. That's up to you, how you put it in your plan. Follow that plan, of course. Slow morning session, didn't get an entry, so no trade for me in this morning session. That's actually a good thing, or a bad thing, doesn't matter how you can see it. Actually, I find it a very good thing. We followed the plan, no entry model, no trades. So trading is actually very easy if you just have your entry model, how it is, and just keep following that plan over and over again. You just need to be able to repeat it. So here's 5 minutes till open, and here we'll see if this market wants to continue over, because that is actually a very slow action price. If that low would have pushed us up, I would expect it actually to push a bit stronger already. You can see that 4 hourly is actually at the same as opening price almost where we started, so not much happened. We still got 2 hours in our 4 hourly, so if we still flush straight to here, it's still possible. But you can see in this 4 hour what we actually did, we actually ranged, so we're just forming a sideways movement. And orb is an expansion movement still, up or down. But nonetheless, that was actually a good trading day. We gave a half point of RTP, so nothing can tell this except of it being a good trade day. So 2 minutes to that hourly candle. I will not get an entry. I don't see any 15 minutes for value gaps anyway, so that's 10 o'clock. That's my time, most of the time that I get off stream. Thank you for all being here. Okay, well, maybe for an extra 5 minutes after 10 to see what that first hourly does. If we do fall a bit further or that we get that push up right now. So most of the time that starts at a new hourly.
Zes likejes.
Doe it. Have a nice day, Veerle. Enjoy. I'm gonna have some sun today. We got a nice weather today. Looks great. My chickens are already laying on the ground in the sun. So I'm going after the van today too. Gonna be happy. I can take a trip again. Excuus.
Dus ik moet dit streepje.
Oh
my god.
So, new hourly open right here. Yeah, that looks like it wants to go higher. Now we tapped an hourly for value gap. So let's see if we react off of this. So if we watch this in an hourly. So we just tapped that. So this will show us exactly what the market wants to do. Always be aware of the higher time frames too. So we created strong candle. We came down, we took some liquidity, buy side liquidity. But this actually is now an hourly for value gap. I have one out? Doesn't have one edge. Yeah. So now I want to see how we react over this 1 hourly. So it's definitely possible that we just tap it and flush straight back down. So 2 hours of stream, thank you for being here. I'll update how this trade goes. We will see this in the afternoon session, of course, and I'll definitely, if I find an entry point, I will share it in the Discord. I wish you all a great trading session in London still, and anybody that's in that orb trade, I'm hoping for that TP for all of you, of course. For that full TP. If you got stopped at break even when you took a partial, log your trade at least, make sure it's in your diary what you did exactly, how many ads did you did, where did you take profits, where did you add to the trades. Make that everything is in your trade journal so that we can go over it together. I'll maybe audit some trading journals live on stream. So while we're being sitting here, that you actually can educate yourself from each other so that you learn faster. But for now, I wish you again a great trading session and see you back in the afternoon session. This still looks like it wants to fall. Look, that was that hourly tab. If this now continues, that actually looks still okay. We will see what happens. We're gonna be sitting here all day. Just gonna leave my screen open for later. If I see any trades again, I will enter them in Discord on my channel name, of course. I wish you all, for the rest of the day, a great trading session and see you back in the afternoon. Have a great one.